Can't you see how a nigga feel? Let me know if you gon' ride or not. If it's paper, if it's real all day. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? We live, back with another one. Y'all ain't gonna lie, son. Y'all niggas watch The Shy. Oh, if y'all coming in here, make sure y'all smash the like button. Y'all niggas watch The Shy. Let me tell you something. BMF, I watch bits and pieces of BMF. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like how they really telling the story. See, they got me kind of confused with the time period. Is they in 98 or they in 96? I'm not, because they playing 98 music. So I don't know if they in 98, if they trying to like rush up the show. Salute, Swish. And then, The Shy, terrible writing. The only thing that was good was that Son Moms got to see the baby be born, and how they signed off was kind of like dope. It was sad at the same time, but the Shy be confusing me. I don't. That's why I say it's horrible. It's terrible writing on TV. Um, you know what you're saying. But yeah, smash the like button, man. Welcome to the live. It's your boy Bullets Gotti. We live right now. Yo, shameless plug, man. Shameless plug, man. Yo, if y'all want to watch a good fucking show, right? On Amazon or Apple, or I'm gonna say Apple Plus, right? Chief of War is fire. I just watched that shit last night. Yo, that shit is hard. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that shit is real hard. I like that shit with my homie Jason Momoa. That shit is fire. Shameless plug. That and Dope Thief. Those are like my two favorite little new shows. I binge watched the whole Dope Thief. I ain't gonna lie. That was a hard ass show. About some two dudes from Philly. They's known for robbing and shit. You know. But yeah, I don't understand why everybody want Yo Gotti in jail, man. Like everybody basically want Yo Gotti to go to jail. I'm not understanding the Yo Gotti, why everybody want Yo Gotti in jail. Everybody like, yo, they got the like. Let's really look at it, right? Now, the evidence that they got with Yo Gotti, right? This is what people gotta look at it. The only thing they got in Yo Gotti case is that his brother, Big Joe, like they said, ordered the hit on Dolph. That's what they saying. He's been murdered, so you know, everybody saying, Yo Gotti dropped the bet. They don't know. They going by hearsay. It's just like with Keefe D, right? Everybody say Keefe D, Puff gave Keefe D money. They never proved that. Keefe D, everybody know the police murdered Pac, murdered Biggie. Everybody know, nigga, Reggie Wright be giving y'all hints every time he talk. Motherfucker be talking so fucking much that he kind of snitch on himself. But he has immunity because he's a federal informant and he worked with the feds and he police. But the fucked up part about it is that they keep and they don't have no evidence that Puff gave money. Keep saying Von Zip. Von Zip ain't gave no money. Definitely free Kels, definitely free Tory Lanez, definitely free Puff. So for them to keep saying that, oh, Tory Lanez, not Tory Lanez, Zip got money from Black Ground Records, and that's far from the truth. Because anybody that know the truth or know the situation, they'll know that Black Ground Records wasn't even in existence when Pac was alive. So that's kind of like dumb for niggas to even say that. Yo, he put the money out there for Black Ground Records, and like, stop it, man. Stop it, man. It's like they gotta stop that. You know what I'm saying? What I believe, like everybody knows, the cops killed Pac. The description that Yacht gave didn't meet the description of none of the characters that was in that car. Yacht said the dude was light skinned in the car and it was a brown skinned dude in the car. You know what I'm saying? So Who he was describing was David Mack and Kevin Gaines. He didn't describe an Orlando type nigga. He didn't describe uh none of them dudes. So that's why I said that was always, everybody knew that was an in-house murder, bro. So sad situation, man. But with the Yo Gotti shit, people been blaming Yo Gotti, saying Yo Gotti got this man hit. Where's the proof that Yo Gotti got the man hit? You know what I'm saying? They know who ordered the hit. They know who, if it was Big Jook that ordered the hit, then it was Jook that ordered the hit. But how they want to say that it was Yo Gotti when they don't even got the evidence that Yo Gotti was the one that ordered the hit? All hearsay. You know what I'm saying? But they going on the internet saying Yo Gotti, Yo Gotti, Yo Gotti. They got to stop that, man. Now, I want to get into this Diddy. I want to speak about this Diddy situation with the pardon. And this is why I say that these dudes like Trump, these white politicians be full of shit. And Trump is full of shit, like a lot of these politicians. Because if you look at Ghislaine Maxwell case, right? Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein was motherfucking partners. That was his lover and partner. Ghislaine Maxwell was the madam, and he was the fucking leader of the whole situation. I'm good, Sean. When you look at the whole situation of Epstein and all these dudes, they all was friends. Trump was friends with Epstein. There's a bunch of pictures of him. Like, I don't know why the nigga gotta lie. Like, you ain't got to lie, my nigga. Like, there's pictures of you with Epstein chilling with James Brown. There's pictures of you with Epstein chilling. Like, it's mad pictures with him and this man. Yo, him and Bill Clinton got the most pictures with dude. You know what I'm saying? He met his wife through homie, whatever, however it went, they met each other's wives, right? The Trump supporters that be like, yo, Trump is against this, and they really thought he was going to support these people, and he really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He really wasn't. He just wanted the votes. He just know Americans is just fucking stupid. It's just sad to say this, but a politician could manipulate Americans, and they'll go along and believe whatever that they put out there. Just like Americans believe that, you know, in America, we believe the whole lie about 9/11 when it was all an inside job if you really want to do the math on it. But they'll make you believe that, oh, these terrorists, the same Al-Qaeda motherfuckers that they basically had in the White House, sponsored when they was going to war with the Russians, when they was the Mujahideen. How can you believe these people? Right? How can you believe these people? So the messed up part about the whole situation is that I knew from the start they gonna defend each other, bro. They cool with each other. You know? They cool with each other. What victims? What are you talking about? These victims are still alive. My cousin died in 9/11. Did you talk about 9/11? My cousin died in the towers. So I don't know what you mean by that. But it was an inside job. They got the money the next. Oh, the ladies. Oh, okay. Um, you know, cause they got they knew that the builders was gonna get knocked down. The dude got the insurance money. Yo, you wanna know what's crazy about 9/11? And then I'm gonna get back to this Puff and Ghislaine Maxwell. You know what's so crazy about 9/11? Michael Jackson, if y'all know, that Monday had a big concert. What was it? Madison Square Garden. or Radio City Music Hall, but they eventually televised it on CBS. I think it was the next week, but he had a concert, I think at Radio City Music Hall, or it was MSG. The next day, that Tuesday, he was supposed to go to the Windows of World. His manager told him, nah, dub that. Because them people knew what was going to pop off. You know? Them people knew what was going to pop off. That's why they got their insurance money that Monday. So by that Tuesday, they knew it was going to pop off. You know? The ghost of Demencio is crazy. That's crazy. We know who that is. That's Mano. Mano running around with the ghost of Demencio. That is crazy. Mano is trolling, and he's using, because ain't nobody got that name. Nobody knows that name, Demencio. Nobody knows that name. There ain't no name that dudes be using. So there gotta be one dude, Mano. And I know his son not on YouTube trolling. So we know who that is. But that's crazy, nigga. You out here trolling with other niggas' pages, not even talking about you, homie. Don't even got nothing to do with you, but it is what it is. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So if you look at the whole Trump, Ghislaine Maxwell, and all these people, they cool, right? The Christies, they get pardoned. You know what I'm saying? And Ghislaine Maxwell is expecting a pardon, presidential pardon, which is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen real soon. The crazy part is, when it does happen, don't be surprised. But listen, the man didn't pardon Eric Adams. You know what I'm saying? Eric Adams went up there, lobbied. He didn't even pardon him. It was the judge that threw Eric Adams' case out that basically said the case was a reach, and he threw it out. But Trump didn't even pardon him. You know, so with that being said, you know, he talking about Puff. Oh, Puff didn't like me. I mean, a lot of them people don't like Trump. So you don't want to pardon the man because of what he said. I mean, what he said was true. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no lie about it. See, what a lot of people got to understand is they all a part of the good old boys club. I don't trust no politicians. I don't give a fuck if he talking, whatever he talking. I don't trust no politicians. I like policy. That's it. If I fuck with your policy, yeah, I'll vote. And that goes for any politician on both sides of the aisle. But as far as me, like going gun-ho for politicians, no. I be watching some of these niggas, like Gotham City, and a lot of these other dudes that be on their Anton Daniels, a lot of these dudes that be got their pom-poms out for these white politicians, knowing damn well Trump or none of these politicians give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about you. A politician is a liar, just like a lawyer is a great liar. You know, one thing they do is they have to sell you whatever. They're a salesman. That's all they are, a salesman. They're selling you their product. Their product is their campaign. So their approach is to just sell whatever you feeling. So at the time, if you feeling like, oh, there's no politician out there for me, they're gonna sell it. They're gonna sell you that bullshit. But these people don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear Candace Owens now, she turning her tune because Trump is showing his true colors. But why you surprised? You had a issue with this man. This is what people don't understand, right? Your platform, before you went to becoming his pom-pom cheerleader, you had an issue with this man. You went bankrupt. You lost your platform. You know what I'm saying? You went from being a liberal leaning person to becoming a conservative. So if the money, you let the money change you and your ideology, and then you surprised and you can't believe that he's supporting Israel, that he's supporting, uh, that he's not releasing the Epstein files. Why are you surprised by that? Why is anybody surprised by that? Like, you didn't think Trump was a puppet? You didn't think he was a part of them? Like, what you thought? Because he talked that anti-establishment shit that you thought he was different? Like, I don't get people's rational behavior. Like that's why I always believe, like what Kwame Toro said a long time ago, man, never trust these politicians. Never trust them. Farrakhan said it. Malcolm X said it. Every last one of these, our black leaders said it. But people still trusting the process in these politicians. Why is you trusting the process in the politician? They can't do everything for you. They can't. You know, all Trump want to do is he want to do everything that Obama did, and he want to just flip it around and make it look like it was him. Come on, bro. No idea is original. Always remember that. No idea is original. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these people don't understand. Y'all dudes idolizing Trump when y'all should have been idolizing Reginald Lewis. You know what I'm saying? A man that they took out. Y'all should be idolizing dudes like that. Y'all idolizing, talking about, yeah, yo, Trump is a real one, y'all. Like, these dudes, and I'm listening to these dudes, and then they so mad like Hassan. He's one of them. He like, yo, I really believe in him, and he didn't want to release the Epstein files. Like, what did y'all think he was going to do? Y'all really thought he was going to release those files? That's why now, if you look, Colleen Maxwell got transferred to a camp. She was in a high maximum security prison, and now she's relocated to a camp. And you gonna see that her being relocated to a camp, you gonna see her get pardoned. They just showing you they working in her favor and they doing shit behind the scenes. You understand what I'm saying? But you got a Puff, you got a R. Kelly that didn't do half of the stuff that Epstein nor Trump did. Come on. You gotta look. Like Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell did foul shit. And then you got Diddy that was found not guilty, right? Of the RICO, of the sex trafficking, and only guilty on the Mann Act, which is bullshit. And you telling me this woman was found guilty on trafficking? I don't know if it was RICO, but they found her guilty on trafficking and other things. And she was the one that was she was the top bottom bitch of the situation. And these people is working hard to basically get her on the street. Let's keep it real. But you telling me that Puff and R. Kelly can't get on the street? Like, keep the niggas, but we gonna let the white woman go. That's why when I looked at what Zip talking about, all these corny niggas talking about, yo, free that, yo, free Ghislaine Maxwell, yo, y'all ain't have nothing on her free. I'm like, yo, this is why I say black people is so ignorant, bro. You hate your own, bro. You hate your own. You know what I'm saying? Your own is in there, and you talking about freeing somebody that got a community, that comes from a community. She comes from a community that is lobbying for her to get on the street. Let's get that clear. She comes from a community that's lobbying to get on the street. You understand what I'm saying? Who she went at? Gambian. Who she went at? Tasha K. Who she was talking about? But yeah, like, I don't understand the ideology of these people, bro. Like, it just be so much bozos. Like, y'all don't really look at like this is what people don't understand, right? Like, I didn't talk about the situation that happened in Cincinnati, right? Now look at the situation that happened in Cincinnati. I don't know if it was a racial issue. I don't know what the situation was. But I heard there was a situation out there in Cincinnati, at the Jazz Fest where they beat up this white dude. They jumped the white dude. They knocked out the chick, right? The chick got knocked out clean, right? Now Trump done said his civil rights department done said that basically, this is real talk. His civil rights department said that, you know, the only civil rights crime they will be covering is white bias, hate crimes, and hate crimes towards Christians. That's what the civil rights division of the Trump regime has said, right? Oh, she talked about Puff? Oh, okay. She talked about Puff. Well, she's a bozo. She's an agent. Like, Tasha K is an agent. You got to look at people like Tasha K, Tisa Tills, Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright. These are agents. You know, Hassan, agent. Like, all these people are agents. You know, like, these people, I don't respect them at all. They have no loyalty to their people. That's why a nigga can't never say, yo, Bullets got it. You a sellout, my nigga. I'm not a sellout. You know why? Because I have integrity as a man. A lot of these people don't have integrity as a people. Like, they are willing to sell their ass out and sell their soul to appease white America. So if they want to be Bojangles, or they want to be Sambo, or they want to be Uncle Tom, then it is what it is. You ain't got to be Sambo and Uncle Tom. You ain't got to be Bojangles to get respect from white America. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas just like to be that because they are agents, you know, and you can just hear the rhetoric. They don't mind getting on their own. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, like, yo, if it could happen to Diddy or R. Kelly, it could happen to you. You know, these cases, you know, the system is fucked up. How they do people. And, you know, if you go against the system, they'll set you up. Um, you know, so with the Diddy case and the Ghislaine Maxwell case, that woman shouldn't be pardoned when she was out there basically doing what they said she was doing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But if you gonna pardon her, you gonna free her, then free Diddy. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, you gonna relocate her to a camp. Because once you send somebody to a camp, that's like you getting ready to let her out. They sent her to a camp. They didn't keep her where she was at. She was in a maximum. They moved her from the maximum to a camp. So that right there just shows you that they getting ready to release this woman and let her go. And you got Diddy in there that should have been released. You telling me you couldn't release and pardon this man? You have the power. And you talking about, he spoke highly against me. So, because the man talk highly against you, he has the right to his opinion. Everybody has the right to his opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if Miss Maxwell is a supporter of Trump. You know? And I don't give a fuck about her knowing stuff about anybody. Right is right, wrong is fucking wrong. World Time News. You can't release somebody because that's preference and that's race, that's racial. That's very racial. Because if you're gonna be equal all across the board. Don't be equal and say, I'm gonna release her, but I'm gonna leave the other two that's charged with the same charges. They call her red-handed in the cookie jar, right? She admitted her guilt that she was involved in this. So she admitted, and this is what she did. Puff and R. Kelly was accused. Puff and R. Kelly was accused. Everything was hearsay. She actually admitted to her guilt and also was cooperating with them. Very, like they said, very cooperative with them. So what are we talking about? Epstein admitted to what he was doing, that he was a pimp, whatever you want to call him, trafficker, whatever he was. I'm gonna call him a trafficker, but people call him a high price, high class pimp, whatever. But he had these girls. They let him go in Florida. Pam Bondi was around in Florida when they let him go. They let him go in Florida. He had an agreement with the government in the state of Florida that basically, this is a fact, that basically he go to jail at night and go to jail on the weekends, and then the rest of the day he's out doing what he want to do. So what that right there tells me is, just like with the Breonna Taylor case, the cop, he gets to do 1 day in jail, whatever type of bullshit, you know, but this is what they do, you know what I'm saying? Not surprising, you know what I'm saying? Like, these politicians full of shit. They full of shit. So what it is that she's full of shit too, because they full of shit because you like eating Twinkies and Doritos. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? Yeah, all politics is the same. So with the Puffy thing, he got accused. With the R. Kelly situation, and this is facts, he was accused from a documentary. How do you charge somebody when a documentary is released and say that we're prosecuting them because of what you heard on Surviving R. Kelly? That right there is asinine. That right there is just crazy to me. That right there is ridiculous. That they could just charge a man from a documentary, right? Bill Cosby, same thing. They charged that man from a fucking comedy joke, right? And 60 women's on a fucking New York, what was it, New York Times or New York Magazine cover. Like, we really, this is how you convict a black man. You look at a magazine cover and say, oh, we're gonna convict him. It's crazy. And then people telling me, you know, and you looking at it and you saying to yourself that it's like, yeah. And what you saying to yourself is, you telling me that you can't free a man that was accused. Like, if he was found not guilty on 2 of the top charges, release the man. Don't keep the man in there. Yo, bro, AP, they pardoned a woman that they saying was trafficking young girls. What are we talking about, bro? They talking about a video that they don't even know it was him in the video. You know what I'm saying? Which he was found not guilty of, that same video, right? But you talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, right? That they said was trafficking young girls. This is what they said, right? She admitted to this in court. She didn't fight it. She admitted to everything that was said. She even cooperated and all that. She knew what she was into. You know what I'm saying? With R. Kelly, he had women that was of age in his house that was living with him. Okay? I had shit to do. I was busy. That's why I didn't go out there. But what I'm not understanding is that how can you convict, how can you say that this man is guilty, right? And then go and try to talk about, oh, I don't want to, I'm not pardoning him. No, it's a no to the pardon. It's a no to the pardon of Puff, but you ain't giving no answers about the Ghislaine Maxwell though. You see how these white people do? You know what I'm saying? You see how these white people do? Like this how these wealthy, rich, racist white men are. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll go in there and tell you that, you know, oh, I'm going to help you guys out. I'm going to work with you guys and all this. And you got these clowns that's saying, oh, he not bad, man. Trump is for everybody, man. But when it comes to showing that he's for everybody, when it comes to the pardon, when it comes to, you know, giving the person that deserves a pardon that was found not guilty, he beat his top charges. Ghislaine Maxwell didn't beat her top charges. You know what I'm saying? Like, they caught her red-handed. Okay. They caught her red-handed. But they sending her to a camp. And from the camp, they gonna free her. So what did that tell you right there, bro? That only the niggas go to jail for this crime. But these white folks, nah, we ain't letting them go to jail for that crime. Nah, this is what they do anyway. They pimps. You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm good, Jim. You know what I'm saying? You know? I don't care about Hassan, man. He's a bozo. He's a fucking bozo. He's a fraud and a liar. You know? Harvey Weinstein, see, Harvey Weinstein case is a state case. It's not a federal case, miss. That's the thing. It's not a federal case. And his state case in New York, he got mistrial and he got an acquittal on one charge and he got a mistrial on the other charge and then he got a guilty on the other charge. So if he gets an appeal for the one that he got a mistrial on and the one that he got guilty, he'll basically, you know, be freed out of them charges in New York. And then his case in LA, like, you gotta look at it like this, right? People like Harvey Weinstein and all these people, you have to understand they have a community that protects them, right? Ghislaine Maxwell is part of that community. Epstein's part of that community. They gonna make sure they people get a victory. And like I said, in his case and in his situation, he was supposed to be found guilty on everything. He was found not guilty on one charge, guilty on another charge, and the third one he's found basically a mistrial. What did I tell you? He comes back on an appeal. He can beat those two and get found not guilty on the whole thing, and then he'll be spring from New York, and then his lawyers will work and get the case in LA overturned. You know what I'm saying? It's about who you know. you know, and he still got money. He got hella bread. He's not a broke dude. You know, he's a billionaire. So he got a lot of money. You know, the Weinstein Company made a lot of money from Miramax all the way to the Weinstein Company. You know, Epex was their network, you know, which later became MGM TV Plus, but that was their network. So, you know, don't ever believe that these dudes, you know. I mean, he pardoned rappers that's gonna kiss his ass though. You gotta look, like, no disrespect. I like YB, but he pardoned rappers that's not educated on a lot of shit, bro. Like Kodak. Like I rock with Kodak, I rock with YB, but let's keep it real, bro. Like they don't they do what they handlers tell them to do. You know what I'm saying? And Lil Wayne, he got pardoned because basically he sold his masters and his publishing to that firm, which got everybody masters and publishing right now. So that's the thing, you know. He didn't really get pardoned. When it comes to, like, you know, somebody that basically standing on business, you know, Trump ain't like what Puff said, but Puff said the facts. But you keep saying Danny Masterson got a state case. It's not a federal case. His case is state in California. The only person that could pardon Danny Masterson is the governor of California, Gavin Newsom. That doesn't have anything to do with Trump. That's a state case. You know, they could commute his sentence if they want to, and they may all lobbying to get his sentence commuted. Who knows? He might be getting an appeal. Who knows? But his case is a total different case from a Puff case and an R. Kelly case. They got federal cases. Federal cases. Federal cases. So that's why I said his case and R. Kelly case and then Ghislaine Maxwell case, you telling me you gonna pardon this white woman that basically got the same charges that Puff was charged with, that he beat his. Oh, give me those cheeks. You like my cheeks? You like my cheeks? You said give me your cheeks. You funny, Trish. Oh, yeah, they it's a weak case. You know what I'm saying? How can somebody say, yo, we gonna convict this dude and we can't look at the case and say to ourselves that basically Robert and Diddy should get the same Ghislaine Maxwell treatment and get a pardon? I appreciate that, Trish. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Yes, thank you. Like the video. So when I look at that case and I say to myself, well, you got this dude that's pardoning a friend. Because let's just keep it real. Ghislaine Maxwell and dude is a friend. Let's keep it real. They a friend. They party with each other. They got pictures of his wife, his new wife, them going to his second wedding. Like, it's a whole bunch of pictures with these people. So he's looking out for her, but you ain't looking out for dude that got the same case. Like, you know these people. You're not gonna pardon them because of their stances or whatever, they color, whatever you feel. Like, it don't make no sense to me. That's not logical. Like, when I heard that, like, he get on an interview talking about, oh, it's a no. Like, what the fuck you mean it's a no? So is it a no to Ghislaine Maxwell? That's my thing with these journalists. Why you didn't ask that journalist? Why he didn't ask Trump? Hey, Trump, are you interested? You said that you're going to pardon. Before you said Diddy, you should have said, I heard that there's a possibility that you're going to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. You went at the black man first and said, "Oh, I'm hearing about Sean Combs and him getting a pardon," but you didn't ask the man where's the pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell that basically is in a camp. She's in a federal camp. She was in a whole jail that was a maximum jail, moved from the maxes that she was in, taken to. Thank you, Trish, for blocking. That is crazy. I'm a jerk. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Let me hold on, man. Pause or the play. But why do you dudes come in my chat with the gay jokes? I'm trying to really understand this. Like, why do you dudes like? And it's not only just this account, but there's been multiple accounts that come in here with I'm going like sexually assault a heterosexual dog. I don't like men. I'm not into that wild zestiness. Like, why is y'all putting that in the chat? Now, I'm not gonna even call him a mooka. Mooka's an idiot. He is an idiot too. I'm gonna call him a weirdo because that's weirdo nigga behavior. To say you wanna, to basically you wanna tell a man something like that is crazy. And it's not only just this account, it's multiple accounts. Like, I don't understand that. These trolls is crazy. It's crazy. Like, no heterosexual man is saying nothing like that, bro. They're not even thinking about jerking a dude off and and basically putting it in his booty hole. Like, what type of crazy nonsense is that, yo? Like, that is crazy. Like, that's like, if you want to play them type of games, go to Hassan Campbell chat. He likes that. Like, that dude over there, Hassan, he likes that. He likes those type of desires. He is the main one that when he beats with somebody, he tells men that he wants to F them in the butt. He tells men this. You know, he tells them that he don't put no Vaseline on. He goes straight raw dog in them. Like, he tells men this on a daily basis when they come at him and talk crazy. He told a dude that I gotta find a video. When I find that video, I'm gonna play it for y'all. But he told this dude, he said in the video, he said, "Yo, you nice and petite. I ain't never heard no man call another man petite in my life. I ain't never heard no man." And here's another one. Here's another one. This is crazy. All right, buddy. Have a nice one. I've never heard a man call a man petite in my life. Like, a man can't be petite. A woman is petite. That's what you call a woman, petite. Okay? This man said, "Yo, you petite." He said, "Yo, I'm gonna put some baby oil on your back." And no. He said, I'm not gonna put no Vaseline. Like, the way he did his finger like this, like, no. I'm not gonna put no Vaseline on. I'm gonna go straight raw with that grande. Like, what? Like, I'm like, oh nah, son. Like that's why I said, like, when Hassan be on here, and this is another thing, right? And I'm gonna get back to the Diddy thing. This is another thing with Hassan Campbell. How could a man say he doesn't swing that way, right? But every other sentence and every other conversation he has is that type of talking points. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, when a man feels that the way he argues with people, he turns it into a homosexual epithet where he has his mood swings turn into, I gotta go this way with the argument. I gotta talk about sodomizing and sexually assaulting men rectum. I gotta say this. Because there's no heterosexual man that's talking about sexually assaulting another man that look like him, that moves like him. It's talking about injecting his piece in another man's rectum. That right there is not mentally straight. That's not a mentally straight man. That is a man that likes men. That's basically, he wants to come out, but he don't know how to come out. That's somebody that's battling with his demons, his sexual demons. Cause ain't no man that's a man gonna be talking like that. I'm sorry. I don't know men that talk like that. I don't know men that talk, that argues with other men that's telling them, like I done heard dudes say, you know, suck my dick. But when they say that, you know what's behind that. It's gonna be violence behind that. It's not gonna be a peaceful conversation. But when a man says in an argument, I'm gonna knock you out and I'm gonna F you in your butt, that's crazy. Like, I ain't never in my life heard no man say, yo, I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna F you in your butt. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, that right there just shows you that, like, dude is a weirdo. Dude is a weirdo, man. And at 48, gonna be 49 years old, he's not real with himself to say, you know what? I'm in love with men. Like, it's 2025, my nigga. Just be, that's why I always say, man, be free. You see how Mr. C, you know, before he left here, he was able to be free. You know what I'm saying? Because Mr. C, like he said, on Mano, that's why I look at Mano crazy, because Mano allowed him to say that on his platform, which is crazy to me. But, you know, Mano is one of them dudes, man. He a weirdo type of nigga too, because a chick told me he like getting pegged and all type of nonsense like that. So, you know, niggas like him is weird. When a nigga say he want the white girl, I ain't never say no craziness like that. When I'm having sex with a white chick, I'm saying I'm gonna play a slave and I want her to put a dog collar on me and treat me like a slave. Like that right there just made me look at me all crazy. But you know, when you say things like that, and then I'm hearing females, and I didn't hear this from not one female, but I heard this from like 3 females that say, yo, that nigga like, you know, to get pegged. He like, you know, chicks to put things in his rectum. So, you know, when you've been in jail, like how he been in jail, and you know what I'm saying, you don't know what they was doing in there. You know what I'm saying? And then him allowing Mr. C to say what he said on the podcast when he said, yo, you know what I do. You know, that right there, I would have said, oh, pause. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you do. He just let that man say that, you know what I do. So, you know, but he was able to be free. He that's what he was into. He liked it, dealing with men and having, you know, getting head, you know, that's what he liked it. You know, you can't, not what a person like. At least he was comfortable to saying what he liked it. But when you have somebody like these other dudes, they don't want to be comfortable in saying what they into, and we all know what they into. You know? No, he didn't say that to a boxing opponent. He said that to the journalist. That's what you're talking about, Monica. He said that to the journalist. It was in Lennox Lewis press conference. And the press conference where Mike and Lennox Lewis got it on. It was in Manhattan, actually. They did that press conference. And the dude said to Mike, yo, you an animal. You a fucking animal, Mike. And then he said, fuck you. He said, I'll fuck you till I love you. He said, I'll fuck you. No, he said, I'll fuck you till I make love to you. He said, your mom's a fucking whore. That's what he told him. That's what he said. He said that in the press conference. But that wasn't in Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis had already left the stage. That was to the journalist. I don't know if he was from the New York Post or from, but Mike, listen, Mike is a dude. Mike is a cancer like me. Mike is a dude, man. He a funny dude. He say things that's funny. He was charismatic as a motherfucker. But I remember Mike said some ill shit in an interview on ESPN, right? And he told a chick, he said, yo, he said, I don't talk to females unless I'm fornicating them. Yo, son, the interview, this is on ESPN now. This is nationwide TV. I think this is before, or this is around the time he was getting ready for the Lennox Lewis fight. And he said, yo, I don't usually have conversations with females unless I'm fornicating with them. Like, when he straight said that, I was like, oh, that nigga's crazy. That nigga's crazy. That nigga said, I'll eat your kids. He said, I'll eat your kids, bro. Mike is crazy, son. Mike is crazy. Mike was shot out, bro. Mike know he was shot out. That's why Mike is calm now. Mike was shot out, man. Mike was on coke. Mike was on coke. He shot the fuck out. Mike was shot the fuck out. Like, if you listen to all his interviews back then, he was shot the fuck. I remember he was on UPN on Channel 9 News. He arguing with my boy Russ, and they in there arguing, and he basically like, yo, he told him, fuck you. And on national TV. He said, oh, hey. He said, I don't give a fuck. I said, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how Mike Tyson was, man. He was shot the fuck out, man. Now he kind of mellow out now. Like, he not on coke. He on shrooms. He kind of like mellow out. He kind of calmer now when he talks. But like, when you listen to him back in the days, like, that motherfucker was not playing no games. He was on some, man, fuck you. He was on that, man, fuck you. That's the type of thing, man. He said, yo, I'm not talking to females unless I fornicate with them. Yo, that's my dude, man. He said, I like strong women. He said, not masculine, but just strong women, you know? I like to dominate them. He said, I like to dominate them. That's what Mike said. He said, I like strong women, I like to dominate them. If y'all ever watch his documentary, Mike Tyson, watch his documentary. The scene where he walks in the beach and he talk about sex and love, and he says, yo, I like strong women. He said, I don't like masculine women, but I like strong women, you know? I like strong women, so when I'm in the bedroom, I like to dominate them. He said, I like to dominate them. He said, I like to dominate them. He said, I don't like when she say no. I don't like when she say no. I'm like, yo, that nigga Mike shot out. He said, I don't like when she say no. I'm like, yo, Mike is shot. I'm like, yo, nah, Mike is a different type of nigga. He said, I don't like when she say no. I'm like, nah, that nigga Mike Tyson is shot out. That's the shot out nigga right there, man. My favorite boxer, though. I love Mike, man. Him and Roy Jones were my favorite boxers growing up, man. I like both of them niggas, man. Them niggas is characters right there, boy. Them is some characters. Niggas was some characters for real, bro. Like, Mike is shot the fuck out. He said, I don't like what she say. No, I like what she say. Nah, he said dominating women. Don't put men in it. He ain't say men. He say women. I see what you try to go with it, Monica. Nah, he didn't say no men. He said women. Now stop it. Stop it. That's not what he said. I watched that whole documentary. Mike was shot out in that documentary, and that part led to him talking about old girl in the telly, Desiree Washington. Like that bitch Claudia Jordan. That bitch Claudia Jordan. She get on there and say, I don't like Mike Tyson because he sexually assaulted my friend. No, he didn't sexually assaulted your friend. No, he didn't. He basically had sex with your friend. She liked it rough. See, this is the thing what a lot of people don't understand about women, right? And it's fucked up, but women have a fucked up psyche. And you could tell they have a fucked up psyche on how dealing with relationships. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, oh, big shout out to Chilling with Love. Gotta give her a big shout out. I ain't seen her. I don't know where the fuck she at. But big shout out to her. But the psyche with women, this is real talk. It's fucking deranged and sick, but it's just it's what it is. You just look at the Cassie situation. She like freak offs. You know what I'm saying? She turned the niggas out. She turned Puff out. She turned all the niggas out because she's a nymphomaniac. A woman like that, that's like, you ever seen the movie She Gots to Have It? Nola Darling? That right there is basically, I would say, any chick like Cassie is in the mystique of a Nola Darling. Nola Darling was a sex addict, freak, nymphomaniac. She had sex with chicks. She had sex with dudes. She didn't care. She just loved sex. And a lot of these women just love sex. They don't care if it's rough sex. They don't care if it's passionate sex. They don't care what type of sex it is. They just love sex, especially if you dealing with a fucking chick that my mentality is on that type of timing. So a lot of these chicks like to get pimped on. A lot of these chicks like to get beat on. A lot of these chicks like to get all type of wild shit. And you be like, damn. Like, I've heard females say to me, yo, when I have sex with you, I want you to take it. Like, what? Take it? Like, huh? Like, when I heard the chick told me some shit like that, I'm like, what? Like, when she said it to me, it kind of like took me for surprise, right? And I'm glad I never met her. I'm glad I never met her because I don't know, like I don't know what that would have been like. I'm just glad I never met her. But when she said it to me, it took me back for a second because I'm like, I've never heard no chick say no shit like that. Like, I've heard chicks say some wild shit, but I was like, when she said it to me, it was like, whoa, I want you to take it. Like, huh? Like, what? Like, but it's not unusual because you have women that have those type of sick fucking fetishes. You have women that have sick type of fetishes out here. Women that really have a mindset that's like, yo, like, I want you to do this. I want you to do A, Y, and Z. And then you gotta really watch out. You gotta watch yourself because a lot of these women are not victims, bro. They are sick people, man. You got some sick chicks out here. You got some sick chicks out here. You got chicks that have sex with you drunk, coked up, all type of shit. And they don't give a fuck. And you will fucking catch a charge. How you doing, Beachy? Peace to you, Queen. You will catch a charge because if a chick feel like, yo, you ain't doing something right by her, she'll put a crazy charge on you. And you don't, you know what I'm saying? And really how the laws is, you don't want to catch none of them crazy charges, bro. You see what's going on with Puff, bro. It's a lot of, be surprised, bro. There's a lot of men in jail, not because of nigga shit. A lot of men are in jail because of a woman. You have dudes in jail off of baby mama shit with child support. You have dudes in jail for women lying on them. You just have a lot of dudes in jail for women. You don't have dudes in jail for this. You got dudes, a lot of dudes that crashed out because of a female. Either a female told them something and they just eventually just crashed out. Look at Marilyn Santana, for example, right? Remember son from the Steve Harvey show that got killed? And the chick he was dealing with, low key, he didn't know, but the chick he was dealing with, right, was like, I don't know, she was like 16 or 17. I don't know. I think she was 16, 17 years old. But she never told him her age. You know? She never told him his age. So he blew chick off. He stopped fucking with her. Right? Nah, he from Harlem. He from Harlem. Um, he, he dubbed the chick. He stopped fucking with her. When he stopped fucking with her and he brushed the chick off, she felt some type of way. So she already had a nigga. I don't know if the nigga was from 60s or he was from A-Trays or one of them Crip sets. But I know he was a Crip. I don't think it was Mansfield, but it was one of them Crip sets he was from. He was a Crip. So she tells her dude that she dealing with that, yo, this dude sexually assaulted me. So dude goes with his mans and they kill Merlin Santana because they listening to what Shorty's saying and Shorty lied. Now he lost his life for nothing. Lost his life for nothing. She home, but the other two dudes, they in jail. They still in jail. But he's basically gone. Cause the chick lied and said some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of those type of situations that happen where these chicks will, manipulate a dude and get a dude knocked off. So, these women are very twisted, man. This woman is very twisted. They very twisted and they very messed up, man. They very messed up and twisted, man. Cause it's like, you deal with a chick and you don't even know the type of chick you dealing with, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with these IG models, man. A lot of them is prostitutes, man. Straight up. Industry chicks, they all prostitutes. A lot of these women don't want to. Men are victims. Men are victims. A lot of these women are not victims. You got to understand the skill that women have. They have the skill of manipulation. They have the skill of seduction. That's a woman's skill. And I'm not trying to sound anti-women, but that's a skill that women have. Do you know a lot of people, a lot of men, even in the Bible, and even in society, a lot of men died because of women. If you look at Samson, for example, the strongest man in the Bible, right? Strong, you know what I'm saying? This dude was a beast. He cut his hair listening to Delilah because he was lusting and in love with this woman, right? Not knowing that this woman is a deceiver, that she working for the opposition, She working for the opposition. And because she working for the opposition, she cut his hair. He ended up going blind and he lost his strength because he put all his, he lacked the faith to understand the type of woman he was dealing with. So yes, women can be deceived. They could be real deceivers. There's good women out here, but there's a lot of deceivers out here. I mean, I hope Diddy get bailed. He deserved to get bailed. I hope he does get bailed. But like I said, Trump wants some bullshit, bro. And that's what he did to Eric Adams. He told Eric Adams, yo, I'm thinking about pardon, and then he didn't pardon Eric Adams. You know what I'm saying? So you don't play with people's freedom like that. I don't respect Trump because you playing with people's freedom. If you ain't going If you ain't gonna motherfucking free a man, don't say you gonna free him. Don't say you gonna free him. They did not refuse. They didn't even have the hearing yet. They did not refuse. You know what I'm saying? They did not have a hearing yet. They were supposed to have it Thursday, but I think it got postponed because of the storm. But they did not have a hearing yet. And basically, you know, the prosecutors have to come up with something, and if they don't come up with something, they can release them. You know, but yeah, Trump on some bullshit, my nigga. Like you ain't gonna release the man, but you basically want to motherfucking free fucking Ghislaine Maxwell. Like that's my shit with that motherfucker. Like yo, you basically want to free Ghislaine Maxwell, but you saying, oh, cause of what Puff said, man, come on, that's some sucker shit. Why the fuck, yo, bro? What public apology? Like, bro, Trump done said a lot of shit to motherfuckers. Why should the man give him a public apology when he done said a whole lot of shit? You understand what I'm saying? Whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this, right? Is he telling Ghislaine Maxwell, yo, I need a public apology? And don't say, like, come on, bro. That they trying to let that woman on the street right now, bro. You know? They trying to let that woman on the street right now. And basically, that's some bullshit. Because you shouldn't want to let her out and then you ain't gonna let Puff out. You ain't gonna let Kels out. Come on, bro. I'ma just keep it real. Like, if you look at Ghislaine Maxwell case, right? And you look at R. Kelly's case, and you look at Diddy's case, they low on the scale. Jeffrey Epstein, Mike Jeffries, Ghislaine Maxwell, these people is high on the scale. And they able to get the treatment that they able to get on the street. Mike Jeffries right now was saying that he's unfit to stand trial. And they making sure he's unfit to stand trial because he's not going to stand trial. Right? But this dude, they said, basically traffic all the Abercrombie and Fitch models for years. He put up $10 million, not once, but 2 times. In Florida and in Long Island. And he put his mansion up. On bail. So you telling me Puff that's offering to put 50 million, he put more than twice as more than and much than what's his name? You know what I'm saying? They said Vince McMahon was out here trafficking and all that. Is they locking up Vince McMahon? Vince McMahon got in a car, almost a car accident, a wreck out here in Connecticut with his Bentley, and he living life, chilling, sitting on his billions. You know what I mean? His son-in-law is at the White House and all that. But they ain't saying, yo, we gonna lock up Vince. Come on, bro. These people, they saying they got serious cases on these people. But y'all talking about Puff and R. Kelly like, these niggas are some traffickers. Like, they're like Epstein level. Like, fuck out of here, man. Like, when I hear people say stupid shit like that, I'm like, yo, y'all niggas is retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at Cal's case and you look at Puff case, like, it's a bunch of bullshit. Shout out to Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. Let me say shout out to Memphis because my family from Memphis, my grandfather from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? And my great grandfather was from Mississippi, Hernando County, Mississippi. And my great grandmother was from New Orleans, Louisiana, and then moved to Mississippi. And then they had my grandfather in Memphis, Tennessee. So I got a lot of A lot of kin out there in Tennessee. Shout out to Tennessee. That's why I fuck with Tennessee. See, Tennessee culture. It's like everybody talk about the South, but that's the real. That's the real South. Memphis. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about pimping, talking about getting money, you know, space shipping. Yeah, they really space shipping out there. You know what I'm saying? Talk about swag. They got that out there. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Memphis. I will be going out there soon. Real soon. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of love for the Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? My favorite rappers, my favorite group is 8 Ball and MJG. So, you know what I'm saying? And I fuck with Gotti and Dolph. So shout out to Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a real gangster city. Like Memphis, like what people see with Memphis now, Memphis been on that type of time. That ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? They thinking cause whole situation with old boy was like, oh yeah, that was something new. Nah, Memphis been on that type of time. And if you know about Memphis, oh, that's my nigga. Breezy, what's good, nigga? That's my nigga. That's my nigga Breezy. Breezy, what's good, nigga? What up with it? That's my bro. I ain't even know my son pop up in the chat. Okay. That's whole team right there. My son pop up in the chat. What's goody, my guy? I'm chilling, my nigga. I'm chilling, bro. You know? Why he need to be behind? See, Sandra, why he need to be behind bars, right? When I'm gonna keep it real. When Ghislaine Maxwell, they saying need to be free. So the black man need to be behind bars, but the white woman, they saying I ain't fucking with shit, my nigga. I'm just chilling, B. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling, my guy. The white woman that got a whole community that wants her to be free, and you got these dumb niggas that's co-signing that. You saying that Kels and Puff shouldn't be free? Like in Georgia, I know the case in Georgia. All right, the case in Georgia. Let's keep it real. The case in Georgia, if you know the case in Georgia, they prove he didn't have no motherfucking what you call it, um, what you call it, a coat. He didn't have a coat. They proved that was a lie. You know what I'm saying? And that was Fulton County that proved that. So I don't know what you talking about, Sandra. The man need to be free. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rob, but he need to be free. You know what I'm saying? You know? And that's all the way facts. You know? Oh yeah, definitely. We got a link, bro. We definitely got a link. Definitely got a link, bro. Shout out to my nigga Breezy. Niggas is fessing up. Yo, what's her name? It's Shara. Shara. Oh, you in the Flossie, bro? Oh yeah. We gotta link up, bro. I ain't even know that. Yeah, we gotta link up, bro. Shout out to my nigga E Swing, man. It's my guy. Yo, shorty. You wanna you asking to get blocked, huh? You wanna get blocked so bad, right? She wanna get blocked, my nigga. See if it happens, don't beg. Don't beg to come back. Cause once you get clipped, it's done so. Just know that. Just know that. Just know that. Just know that. Yeah, you capping. Shorty capping. But it's done so. Once you get clipped, I'm telling you, cause I'm gonna keep it real. Once a nigga take that blue off of you, it's over. The hyenas is gonna get you. Once it's over, it's over. Like, I'm just letting you know that. Like, once that bluey goes off of you, it's over. You know? I can't stop these niggas because they chomping at the bit. They ready to just kaboom you up out the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you want to reconsider that decision? Oh, you don't give a fuck? Alright. I told you, once it's over, it's over. Like, once you packed up, you packed up. So I'm gonna give you two options. It's either reconsider or you can go. And once I press this button and say no more, it's up. Alright? 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 You say go? Alright? Alright? Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. She ain't got the bluey no more. Y'all know what to do, man. I try to warn her. I try to warn her, man. I try to warn her, man. I try to warn her, man. She ain't listen, man. She ain't listen, man. I told her, said once that go, man, it's up. It's up and it's stuck, man. They gonna pack you up, like, and I ain't gonna stop the wolves, man. Like, they don't understand, man. I don't even know why she even talking greasy, like, niggas will pack you up, like, it ain't nothing, man. It's wild easy. Shorty should have just be more humble and say, you know what? Let me just play my lane, stay in my lane. Let me not say nothing. You know, because, shit, once it's up, it's up. I can't stop these niggas. She got dunzoed. It's crazy. Shit, I should have let them shoot her one more time, bro, for the road. Hit it one more time, nigga. Oh, shit. Yo, Supra. Nigga, be on your best behavior, bro. Because you can get packed up, too. You heard? Just letting you know that, man. Chill the fuck out, bro. Because you on eggshells, nigga. You know? Nigga got you back over here. You on eggshells, Supra. So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even apologized to me, my nigga. So just know, bro. Niggas could pack you up, too. Anytime they feel like it. You ain't even apologize to me, Soup. Nigga, you owe me. I owe you an apology? Nah, nigga, you owe me an apology, nigga. You owe me an apology, nigga. You get packed up, too. What's up, Super? What's up, bro? What's up, man? Listen, man. Anybody get packed up, man. Maine the Milkman, I'm waiting for him to come in here. Because once Maine the Milkman come, he gonna get packed up too. He know he gonna get packed up. I just want people to know that. Now, you right, bro. You right, bro. You right, bro. You know, we live and learn. You know, but yeah, man. Maine the Milkman. Just know you gonna get packed up. Whenever you pop up in here, I'm letting these motherfuckers. Yeah, my bad, Superman. My apologies, my nigga. My apologies, my nigga. My apologies, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, behind the bar, man. If you ever come in this chat, nigga, you will get packed up. You will get packed up, man. Knowledge Born was right about behind the bar, man. One thing I give Knowledge Born, he said the truth about behind the bar, man. He said behind the bar full of shit. And behind the bar is full of shit, man. Like, I ain't never seen a nigga, right, help this dude out, and then he do a whole fucking live on the nigga, man. Like, that's the shit that got me tight. Like, that live, like, and then you deleted nigga on some coward shit, bro. Like, that was kind of fucked up. Like, man, like, dog, like, I ain't never fucking violated. And then I Smoke Hip Hop. Let's get to this nigga. I Smoke Hip Hop. Let's get to this nigga, because I really want people to understand this, right? I Smoke Hip Hop, Bless One. Yo, Bless One. I want my apology video, dog. Like, what was that shot at me about? Cause I shouted out Chris Kidd. You got a problem with me shouting out Chris Kidd? Like, I Smoke Hip Hop. I don't tell you. Matter of fact, let me end this live. I'm about to do another live on that bitch ass nigga, man. Hold on. Let me end this live. I'm about to get on I Smoke Hip Hop ass. Hold on.